Yes, my people. And now, obviously, if you know me, I am a music artist. I don't know. I said it like I was like, what the but anyway, basically, you know me, guys. I like to do music, and music is my dream, and I want to be a music artist. But and you know what? I just wanted to do a video of me explaining my music, and my meanings to the songs, and stuff like that. So the first thing I want to get a point across is that with my type of music, I'm more of like an emo rapper, or like just like an emotional rapper, or stuff like that. I can do any genre to be honest, but I just prefer and I'm better, and I do prefer doing these types of music. So if you don't like the style of music that I do, feel free to click off somewhere else. So yeah, anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do is introduce you to an album that I released a few weeks ago, or whatever. Broken Promises. Now I've always wanted to explain this album, and I finally managed to get around it. To figure out how to get my pictures from my phone to my PS5 because I record from a PS5, as you know. So the first track of the album is on the screen right here, and it's How It Go. Now, this I remember. I don't even remember making this track to be honest. Like, I remember just because most of the time when I lie in bed at night, I just make lyrics in it, write lyrics down. But How It Go is pretty much about like me explaining how it goes, what would happen without you by my side, but that special person behind your side, or your loved one behind your side, or it could be anyone that means the world to you that's not by your side. It's pretty much like I'm basically explaining like I could be alone if you're not by my side anymore, or I could be happy if you wasn't with me anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit thingy, but that was the first ever track made on this album. But like to be honest, like to be fair, do I like the song? Obviously, I do. Every single song that I do post, I do like. There are some songs that I look back now and I think, yeah, I could do better than that. And I am considering remixing some songs, but yeah. So the next track on the album right here in order is "Fuck You." Now, people was expecting this track to be a really sad one, like me saying, "Oh, fuck you, I don't want to speak to you anymore," stuff like that. But this track, "Fuck You," is pretty much about me saying, "I don't need you in my life, and you want me back, but I am, and you only want me back is because I am gradually going up the dream that I'm going, that I want to go up, or like just no, sorry, Taba, no." It's basically me saying, "You really want me back just because I know I'm gonna do well in my life, and you know that as well. You just fucked up, and hence, and now I know that you want me back just for my money and stuff like that. So I thought, fuck you, I'm gonna live my life, and you can just like, do you know what I'm saying?" And it's just like I do like this track to be honest, and it's a really good tune. But like I said, it was just me basically me saying, basically, fuck you, I don't need you in my life really, because I'm gonna be a shining star. So fuck you, I'm gonna live my life. Fuck you, I'm done with all this. Every cut you made, every tear I cried on, it's my turn. I'll take it all inside. I'm basically seeing you now crying now because you're the one that messed up. You were the one that did this to yourself, and that's why I'm not feeling no sympathy at all because it's your fault. You messed up. I could have provided for us, but you choose to treat me like, and I decided to leave you. And I'm getting some recognition in that, and you think you can come back, and I'm like, fuck you. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But I do like this track, and it was the second track. Every track that's in order of this album that comes on first, second, third, and all that is the order that I made these tracks. So it was the second track I made. So yeah, I do like this track, and I really do. So yeah, I think it's doing really well on that album as well. So yeah, right. So the next track on the album is Alone Part Five. Now this track is my favorite one on the album, and I think it's just my favorite track I've ever done in my YouTube like music stuff. And I apologize for the shouting and shit. But anyway, with Alone Part Five, basically me saying, "Without you, I am alone." Pretty much, it's just obvious, isn't it? And the reason why I make a lot of alone tracks is because you get those feelings of being alone. Like you always like you. It's like my favorite artist is XXXTentacion in it. So then it's true what he says. Like he says, you can wake up with somewhere that you're not supposed to be. You wake up in the morning and you just feel alone. You have that like you always feel like you just feel alone. You could be around a million people and you'll still feel alone. I even feel like I'm alone at some point because I think I'm around the people that I'm not supposed to be, and that's just how I feel. Anyway, but with this track, it's just basically me saying that I'm alone without a certain person that really actually made me feel that I wasn't alone. And because you've left now, I'm alone, pretty much. And the reason why I make a lot of alone tracks is because it's like a little story. It's like Alone Part 4. Like, I can't remember what it was like. It was like, I'm a skin, I just want to be alone at this point, like, in my life. Alone Part 4 was like a decent track, but this Alone Part 5 is a good one. It was a good one, man. But with this track, it's true though. You'll have those times where you feel alone, and like that person that leaves, you do feel alone. You got no one else, or you're around people that you shouldn't be around, and you know that for a fact, and the stuff that they do does not suit you at all. So yeah, that's Alone Part 5, explained pretty much. So yeah. Now the next track is Restart. Now, in my opinion, this track is underrated as hell. I do not care what anyone says. It's kind of like a small like tune because I didn't really spit much on the track. Looking at it back at it now, I feel like I should have done more to it. But either way, it's still a good tune. With this track, it's just basically me explaining like, can we please restart the relationship or just restart our friendship that we had in the past and just not let it go, pretty much. Let's not go our separate ways. Let's find a way to restart. Let's find a way to come back together from whatever we've done. It doesn't have to be a girl or relationship. It can be a best mate or stuff like that. It could be stuff like that. And everyone's had that feeling where you with your best mate, and then you have an argument, and then you two are like splitting up. But in your head, you're like, nah, can we please not do that? We shouldn't go. We shouldn't split because we're such a good, like, we're good together. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where restart comes in. Can we restart, erase the pain, go back to when we were so in love, forget the tears and the mistakes we made? Let's restart now. Let's give ourselves one more chance. Let's not waste this love away, which we know we can stay together, be friends forever, be close mates together, be best friends forever, be in a relationship together. Let's, like, unless like in a relationship if like you get cheated on or something like that, then obviously you're not gonna want to restart. Of course you don't want to fucking date a girl who cheats, but like if it's like over something stupid or like a stupid argument or something like that, and you still split up after a little argument, then this song will definitely relate to you because after that you're like, why did we split up over that little argument? Can we just please restart? Let's please get back together and let's make things work out. Stuff like that. And in my opinion, Restart is a really underrated song and it hits, it hits. So yeah, that's what Restart is. And I think other than Alone Part 5, I think this is my second favourite track on the album. So yeah, so yeah, Restart is explained. So the next track on the album is Love is Fragile. Now, Love is Fragile has obviously got a feature on it, and that is with Lieutenant DK. Now, with this track, this is just bang. I love this tune. I love it. I think it's like one of mine and Lieutenant DK's best tracks. I think over the Loner, this track is cold, like cold, mate. But anyway, I'm not going to explain Lieutenant's bit, but I'm going to explain my bit because obviously, you know what I mean. But yeah, so with my bit, it's just basically saying love is fragile and it's easy. Like it's like love can easily break you if like when you go through a harsh breakup and then it just breaks you down. And love is just fragile, easy to break. It can break you down as a person. Like it's just and I said it before. You just feel alone when you've not got that person with you because they broke you. How easily they have heartbroken you, and that's where love is fragile because fragile stuff is easy to break. And obviously, like I said in the lyrics, what is it? Love is fragile like glass, like nobody knows. Tender touch like a feather blowing in the wind. So easy to break, so hard to mend. So that's what I'm saying. It's easy to break and it's hard to regain. Regain that love is hard to fix, if that makes sense. And like I said, it's like glass. Obviously, glass is easy to break. You can literally have a glass and just drop it and it smashes. That's how easy it breaks. And it's just basically us saying in the track pretty much that love is easy to break and like it can easily break you down as like a person and completely change you if it really affects you that bad. Like, obviously, I've not been through that, and I don't want to. But I'll never let like someone like that like try and act, like change how I act. So yeah. Now the next track on this album is "Baby Why Do You Keep on Texting Me." Now, um, basically, and this is another feature with Nino, and shout out to Nino, bro. He's a cold artist, bro, and yeah, it's just a mint artist. When he came through with this, I was like, nah, I have to make a song to this. I have to jump on this track. Like, I just realized I got spots on my face, but yeah, I just had to jump on this track. Now, with his bit, um, basically it's him saying like he goes crazy, you go crazy when you're missing a certain someone, and like it can change and stuff like that, and he misses you and he wants you and stuff like that. But when I come in with my verse, basically me saying like the same thing, like I do miss you, but I just know you're gonna screw me over. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I say, um, if I went back, it's considered a trap because I know for a fact, yeah, that I do miss you, but I just know you're gonna do me over again. And I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm saying here, like, babe, I just keep on texting me. Please just leave me to be. You never care about me. In my head, I'm like, I do miss you, but but on the back, but the other, but like it's 50-50 in it. You got one side where you're like, I do miss you, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be with you because I know, because at the same time, I think that you don't really care. I've been taking too much ecstasy. This is your fault, not mine. Been taking the drugs, and I'm harming myself because of you. I blame you for the way I am now because of you. So, and like the rest is just how it is. And like I'm telling you, like the person, just like you know that you miss him, but you just can't get back with them. You're just like, if I go back with you, you will do me over in it. Like, and they can say like, oh, I miss you, oh, I want you back, but you can just tell that they're kind of doing you over in that situation a little bit when you get back with them anyway. So yeah, that's that track. The next track is with another feature, "Drugs on the Week," and this is the most features I've ever had on one album. I'll be so real. But with this track, it's just basically with me, drugs on the weekend, chasing highs in the moonlight, temporary escape from the wave. Like it's like it was. I can't remember what. To be fair, I remember writing the lyrics. I just can't remember when I made it. No, I'm not sure. But with this track though, it's just basically me just like we're both on the track saying I've been doing drugs on the weekend. You can never be my friend, stuff like that, because I'm friends with the drugs in it. I'd rather be friends with the drugs than pretty much you. That's crazy, crazy stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it with that track, to be honest. Now the final track of the album is "Your Type" featuring Vixen. Now with this track, I didn't think I was ever gonna get a female on my songs. I'll be so real. Well, I've already done it before, really, but it's not really like common when it comes to me in that way. Makes like, you know what I'm saying. But with this track, I'm not gonna explain Vixen's bit. I'm gonna explain my bit of the track. In the dark, where the echoes of your laughter fade, I can't help but be drawn to the memories we made. So basically, I'm basically just explaining like we used to have good memories together and stuff and such, and like I can't get over you, and you've already moved on, and like now you're basically saying that you're not my type anymore. I know I'm not your type now, pretty much. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like I know you've moved on, and I know for some reason how like it's like sorry no, it's like she's moved on, or that special person's moved on, and you're not their type anymore, but you can't get over her or him, whatever. So that's pretty much what I'm saying in the tune, and um, pretty much like at the same time they probably didn't care about you at the same time if you think about it really, because obviously if they're not really your type and they knew that from the start of your relationship, then why get with you? Probably just got with you just to use you for something or whatever. That's probably why they moved on so quick or something like that. But yeah. But anyway, people, that is the end of this video, and this is the whole album explained. And you know what? I do like Broken Promises. It's such a good album. And you're thinking, am I going to release another album soon or any more songs? Well, I do have a song currently coming out on the 1st September called Upset, and after that, I might actually consider an album. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, peace.